What's up, everyone? How you doing on this glorious Thursday? Aaron here with another conscious thought. And today we're going to be talking about something that is, and obviously important to me, which is why I'm bringing this to your attention, but something that is very cool to realize about yourself and about life. Um, it's a fairly big deal, and honestly, a lot of stuff we talk about, I keep saying it's a big deal, but this one really, it's going to help you a lot when you realize what you're capable of. And what we're going to talk about today is the fact that your higher self is ready to talk to you. They want to talk to you. They that is their sole purpose. They What they do in high sixth density is help guide their incarnations through life. And they bring them through life to bring them back together with them so we can all go back to source. Now, there's the idea of, high density social memory complexes, which is where, it's a lot of souls in one kind of unit. That's what Ra is. And if I recall, that's like Kuo and La Tui. I believe they are all social memory complexes. I don't know where the other two are from, but Ra is from Venus, and Ra is a collection of souls that were on Venus that have all come together in unity. And Ra is sixth density as well. So I do not know if like our higher selves are part of a memory complex, a social memory complex or anything like that. I'm sure, of course, we can always inquire into it, right? That's actually one of the great things about it is there your higher self is always ready and waiting to assist you where possible. Higher self, to my knowledge, is also considered like spirit guides and things such as that. And in a sense, they they love you because they are you. So like they don't, to my knowledge, like express love the way we do. Honestly, they're higher density entities, so they speak in energy. So when you are trying to communicate with them, like phrasing is paramount, the words you're using are paramount. All of what you do needs to be as tactful and precise as you can for you to make sure you're getting the information that you're seeking. And this is all stuff that you learn. This is all things that I've learned over the probably 6 to 8 months that I've been dabbling. And we've talked before about how I'm somewhat clairaudient, so I would get the ringing, and we switched to the pendulums, and I actually keep mine on me at all times, as well as my other crystal jewelry. I have a snowflake obsidian bracelet, a bloodstone necklace that is too small for me, so I wear it as a bracelet, and then I have my amethyst, all serving their purpose. I haven't taken my allergy medication since February 20th. And it's actually been doing pretty good, and that's because of the bloodstone. So, your higher self, they only want your greatest good. Because what they're here for, what their purpose is and what they're wanting to do is, like we said, bring everyone together. Bring all of the incarnations together to return to source together. So of course they're looking out for your greater good. But they're not always going to tell you what you want to hear, what you want to know. And that is because they're variable, dependent upon you know situations of free will. They may tell you what you need to hear or what you need to know, and that's different. And I've shared quite a few situations of mine where I was told what I needed to know, not what I wanted to know. And following that guidance has blossomed this life for me on so many levels. From the positive feelings and emotions that I experience myself, my ability to process shadow and do shadow work. I at the beginning I did lean pretty heavily on, once I had the discovery of the connection, pretty heavily on my higher self to kind of like hold my hand through these things. And I'm sure there's something at the beginning of that realization that they're happy for that, but eventually it's like, hey, I want to help you. I'm here to help you, but I'm not going to hold your hand through everything. You need to do this yourself, hence free will. So eventually the answers started getting a little more kind of shrouded. I don't know if maybe I was phrasing my questions in a way that led to those less clear answers. And then, of course, there's always the chance of negative entities interfering. Like, that's just something we know about, something we got to work on and work with. But yeah, I mean, I feel like everyone that I'm aware of that has discovered and fostered and nurtured this connection with higher self or spirit guides gets a whole lot at first. I mean, a whole lot at first. And then as you get into it more, they start taking things more seriously as you start discovering and learning more. Like, we're not going to hold your hand. That's not free will. This is about free will. I mean, the whole point of third density existence is to make the choice. We're here to if you're going positive, to love everything. Like, literally everything. Everything, everyone. Because it's all the creator. And it's not their duty to hold your hand through it all. That's not helpful. That's not you making that choice. And because they're sixth density, they offer positive guidance. Higher selves are all positive in terms of law of one. And that's important to remember because that means they're not going to lead you down any sort of negative path. So that's not really a concern that you have to have. It may feel that way at times because you're experiencing a strong hold on yourself from ego or your shadow, which are pretty much one and the same in my experience. But I can make suggestions. I can try to, give you some stories and help you along the way. But this is really up to you. If you want to choose to follow your higher guidance, that's your choice. That's the great thing about this life, right? We have choice. We always have choice. Sometimes we are just unaware of the fact that we have all of these choices before us. But there is always a choice. And that doesn't mean there's always one choice or two choices. There's infinite choices. There's always something. Open your mind, open your heart, and realize that any situation you're in, there is always a choice. And to kind of sum this up, they are essentially you, us, me, everyone in sixth density. I've brought that up before already. But they're calibrated around 50,000 on the I think it's the Higgs boson scale of consciousness. So one that Aaron Ackley talks about, I'll make sure I find that video and put it in the description so you can check it out, because that is some amazing material there. Like, Aaron, you're killing it, dude. That's awesome. Like, you've blown my mind, man. I doubt you'll ever see this, but you've really blown my mind and saved a lot of lives with what you're doing. And fucking awesome job, dude. So yeah, they're here to help. and they want to help. If you have some struggles going on in life that you're not sure where to go, what to do, who to talk to, where to be, you know, consult that connection. They want the best for you, so they're going to do the best they can to help you. You know, we offer something that may work for a lot of people that feel they may be trapped in a job or needing some extra money. You can easily, not, I'm not going to say easily, you can build that connection with your higher self. Find a form of communication that works for you, whether it be tarot or if you're clear anything, they're coming to you. Pendulums. And you can just get a pendulum and you can even talk to them through the pendulum to find one that would work better. What crystal to get, what chain to get. They want to foster that connection, and they will guide you to materials that will help with that. And if they don't have a response for it, then what you have works just fine. My pendulum has been through a few people and came from a very close friend of mine, and it was planned for it to find its way to me. With my wife Desiree, we had one for her that she was using of ones that I got. I got a set of pendulums that are crystals relative to the different chakras, and I use them for meditation and some energy activation and some healing things. And we used that with her, and her higher self guided us to the one that would best suit her. And it's an amazing pendulum. It really suits her personality. And that's kind of one of the amazing things about it is you're going to realize that like they're you. They want to help. They can communicate just like you too. She's a bit rambunctious and very loud when she not like loud in a bad way, but like she's loud when she's got something to say. And her higher self is the same way. I'm a little more relaxed, a little more inward about what I do and how I communicate, and more introverted than she is. And that's the type of channel that I have with mine. And with that, that's about it, everyone. So I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. I'll be seeing you tomorrow. And, if you like this, please hit that like button. It lets the algorithm know that I'm doing okay. Leave a comment down below. Maybe you've had a lot of experience with higher self and spirit guides, and you kind of want to share a way for others to foster and nurture and grow that connection. Or maybe you just started it yourself and you have a wonderful story you want to share. Please go ahead, leave it in the comments. And if you want to see more of this, hit the subscribe button, ring that bell. I'd be more than happy to help you. You can always hit me up. With that, I'll see y'all tomorrow. I love you.